Okay then, good evening. So, starting this evening's yin practice, we will come to your choice of constructive rest pose, or if you'd prefer to start seated, then be my guest. If you're starting in constructive rest, then allow for a bend in the knees, feet to the ground. Release any control in the leg muscles. Maybe the legs end up flopping out or resting on one another. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Whether you're seated or lay down, allow for the neck, the head and the spine to be in line with one another. And bring one hand to rest on the belly and one on the chest. Doesn't matter which way round. Take a deep breath in through the nose and sigh out of the mouth. 2 more times. Deep in breath, deep sigh out. Begin to draw your awareness to the physical body. Just ask yourself, how am I feeling this evening? Is there any parts of the body that you feel you need to be more mindful of? And draw your awareness to the mind space. Perhaps you want to locate that at the third eye center, that space between the eyebrows. And ask yourself, how am I feeling mentally this evening? How am I feeling emotionally? And as you begin to draw your awareness to the breath, I invite you to let those feelings go. You might want to visualize those sensations, those feelings or those thoughts and emotions dissolving, evaporating, leaving the body with the exhale. Those thoughts, criticisms, emotions, they serve no purpose in our yoga practice. We don't need them right now. Instead, we allow our minds to be consumed by the breath. So as you start to concentrate the awareness more fully in the breath, ask yourself, where do I feel my breath most? What parts of my body move with the breath? How long does each breath take? And as I concentrate on my breath, how do I begin to feel? Begin to draw the breath now deeper into the belly, feeling as though as you breathe in, the breath travels past the nostrils, past the throat, past the heart space, past the ribs, and really deep down into the belly, almost towards the pelvis. As you take these full, deep belly breaths, you notice that the hand resting on the belly starts to rise up. Feel both hands rising as you breathe in. Feel the expansion of the ribs as you breathe in. Feel the expansion of the side body as you breathe in. Feel the expansion across the back ribs with each breath in. With each breath in, the chest, the belly expands. Start to control the exhale, taking really full, slow exhalations. Deep, full breaths in, slow, full breaths out. Allowing the body and the mind to feel steady with this breath awareness. Release your control of breath now. And just settle back into your natural rhythm of breath, knowing that both on and off the mat, that breathing practice is always there for you whenever the mind starts to wander, whenever your thoughts and emotions become too much. That breath practice is always there. Gently sway the knees side to side. Wiggle the fingers and toes. Draw the knees in towards the chest. Roll over towards your left side. Place the right palm of the hand down and push into the ground. Let the head hang heavy as you slowly rise up. And we'll take our first yin posture, Sphinx pose. So coming to lie on the belly, taking the elbows more or less underneath the shoulders, pelvis rooted into the earth. Soften the muscles around the feet and the lower legs. If you feel this is starting to build pressure around the shoulder area, then you can take a cushion underneath the chest. Mine's a little bit too big, but you get the idea. It's my short arms and short torso. Or perhaps you want to stack some cushions or a block and rest the forehead down. Just give yourself a few moments to find that optimal posture for you. Once you've found the position that you'd like to hold, take a deep breath in, sigh out of the mouth, and allow the body to soften as you exhale, sinking deeper into the posture. Allowing the mind to focus on the breath. So in this evening's class, I'd like to guide you through some yin postures and later a yoga nidra, based around the heart chakra and ahimsa. They tie in really well with one another. The chakras are essentially wheels of energy within our body. We have 7 main chakras that run more or less along the length of the spine up to the crown of the head. Anahata chakra, or the heart chakra, is located at the chest, above the heart space. And it's responsible for the energy of love, empathy, and compassion. So energetically this evening, we'll be working towards cultivating those feelings and emotions of self-kindness, love, compassion. And physically, we'll be working with postures around the chest and the shoulder area. So I invite you for the next minute or so to just reflect on maybe today, the last few days, how you've been treating yourself, both physically and mentally. What words would you use to describe yourself over these last few days? Take a deep breath in through the nose, stay out of the mouth. If you've got a cushion underneath the chest, gently press into the hands to lift your weight up a little, removing props from below you and lower back down onto the belly. Feel free to find some stillness here, or maybe you want to just find a gentle opening, moving and swaying side to side with or without the arms. Just remembering that these in-between moments, they're all about you. About you listening to those parts of the body that for the last 5 minutes were saying, move, do this, do that. This is the time to give in to that demand that the mind was making. We'll move now into caterpillar pose or Paschimottanasana. So gently push your way up and come onto your seat. It doesn't really matter so much with the legs. Ideally you'll have the legs out long in front of you, but you want to place a cushion or something underneath, or if you'd like to have them together, it's totally fine. If you find that you round through the back a lot when you're sat with the legs out, perhaps take a cushion underneath and you'll feel that you're able to come a little straighter. When you're ready, we'll begin to fold forwards. It doesn't matter how far down you come. Remembering that how far down isn't the important thing in yin. So just take a few moments to settle in. You might want to take a cushion or a block or something stacked in front of you to rest the head on, so you don't feel like the neck and the upper back you're holding on. And just take a moment or two to find where you want to be here, to find your variation of caterpillar. And a reminder that we don't need to go deeply into these postures when we're practicing yin. Yoga practice should be about love, not about harm. So I invite you in your postures this evening to find your edge, to back off a little, cultivating a sense of ease rather than intensity, and allow gravity and time to do the work for us. Take a deep breath in through the nose, sigh out of the mouth. Gently lift your way up from your caterpillar. Remove any props. Take any movements. We'll come into Anahatasana. It wouldn't be a heart chakra practice without melting heart pose. So coming into all fours, knees roughly underneath hips, and begin to walk your hands out in front of you, drawing the heart towards the ground. If that's too much on your back or your shoulders, that's okay. Just take cushion and rest the chest or the head or chin. Allow the forearms to rest on the mat. The hips directly over the knees. Try again. Think about the fact that you've got to hold this posture for a few minutes. So you don't want to come to your limit. practicing with ahimsa, non-harm towards the physical and emotional body. Returning to those thoughts about yourself, how you perceive yourself and judge yourself. And the lesson, the heart, is that we must fully love and accept ourselves before we can love and accept others. And that's what we're cultivating with a practice centered around the heart chakra. Where in your life can you be more loving towards yourself? Is there a self-criticism you can let go of? Enabling you to speak kindly about and to yourself. And knowing that when we work with the heart chakra and these postures that open across the front body, we're opening ourselves up to vulnerability. So feel as though you're doing that with courage. Be proud of yourself for showing up to your yoga practice, for taking on that challenge, and addressing the way in which we practice physically and mentally. Take a deep breath in and sigh it out of the mouth. Gently take your weight in towards the hands. Lift your way carefully up and out. Taking any movements that feel right in your body right now. And gradually bring your weight to lying on your back. Grab yourself a cushion if you have one handy. We'll come into Matsyasana, or fish pose. So you can take your cushion or your bolster, whatever you have, lengthways or horizontally. I'll show you both ways. So if you're taking it this way, this is my preference. But don't let me change your mind. And just allow the chest to feel that opening, backs of the shoulders, rotating around your cushion. Palms facing up. Alternatively, you can place the hands as we did at the beginning, one on the belly and one on the chest, giving you that focus for your breath. Alternatively, you can take your cushion horizontally and just take another one for the head a little bit further away so that you're taking the shoulders in that gap between the two cushions. That version might be a little too much on your lower back, so just take whichever one you know is right for you. Feel as though as you breathe out, the body starts to settle. You are not your age, nor the size of the clothes that you wear. You are not a weight or the colour of your hair. You are not your name or the dimples in your cheeks. You are all the books you read and all the words you speak. You are your croaky morning voice and the smiles you try to hide. You're the sweetness in your laughter and every tear you've cried. You're the songs you sing so loudly when you know you're all alone. You're the places that you've been to and the one that you call home. You're the things that you believe in and the people that you love. You're the photos in your bedroom and the future you dream of. You're made of so much beauty, but it seems that you forgot when you decided that you were defined by all the things that you're not. Take a deep breath in through the nose, sigh out of the mouth. Gently roll to either side for a moment, removing any props from where you will lay. Get yourself set up for your Yoga Nidra practice. So grabbing hold of any blankets, cushions, eye pillows, turning any lights off if that's how you want to be. And finding that position, that neutral position of the neck, head, spine. Take a few moments to release any fidgets. As you come to settle in your Shavasana. Bringing your attention to the world around you. Listening to the sounds outside the room. To the sounds inside the room. And allow yourself a moment to become aware of all sensations around you. Sounds, smells, temperature. Visualize your own body resting on the floor and become aware of your own physical presence. You're aware of the whole body and its complete stillness in your beautiful room. The sound of the breath is slow and rhythmic. The eyes are closed and the body is still. You're not trying to concentrate. Make no effort to control the mind. During the meditation, I invite you to use and absorb what you need to in each moment. And anything that doesn't resonate, simply leave it behind, allowing my words to wash over you. We're about to go on a journey through different states of consciousness. I'll be by your side, accompanying you on this journey, always by your side. Draw your awareness now to the chest, the heart center. Feel as though you are breathing directly into the heart space. Breathe out and release any worries, any tension, anything at all that's bothering you. Before beginning the actual practice of Yoga Nidra, the invitation is for you to make a sankalpa, a short resolve or intention. The sankalpa should be brief, a short, positive sentence, just a few words in the present tense. As your awareness rests deeply in the heart center, begin to breathe in and out of the heart space. Breathing into the heart space, ask yourself, What does your heart desire right now in this moment? As you breathe out any thoughts that do not serve that desire. That desire is your sankalpa, your intention. Repeat your sankalpa 3 times internally now. The invitation now is to guide your awareness around the body, to place the awareness deeply into the body parts that I name. We'll start at the crown of the head, moving to the middle of the brain, the front of the brain, the forehead, the middle of the brain, back to the front. Come back to the middle of the brain, front of the brain, forehead, tip of the nose, the chin, right side of the face, right earlobe, tip of the right ear, right temple, top middle of the forehead, left temple, tip of the left ear, left earlobe, left side of the face, the chin, right cheek, outer edge of the right eyebrow, inner edge of the eyebrow, eyebrow center, inner edge of the left eyebrow, outer edge of the left eyebrow, the left cheek, the chin, the point under the bottom lip, the point between the lip and the nose, the right nostril, outer edge of the right eye, inside of the eye, bridge of the nose, inside the left eye, outer edge of the eye, left nostril, point between the lip and the nose, point under the bottom lip, the chin, right temple, top middle of the forehead, left temple, and back to the chin. Tip of the tongue, body of the tongue, roof of the mouth, tip of the tongue, roof of the mouth, tip of the tongue, roof of the mouth. Returning to the brain, base of the skull, middle of the brain, right hand side of the brain, left hand side of the brain, back to the right, now the left, right, left. Come to balance in the middle of the brain, the front of the brain, middle, front, middle. Dropping down to the throat, right shoulder, all the way down to the elbow, even further to the wrist, palm of the hand, thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger. Moving back up through the palm, the wrist, elbow, shoulder, throat, left shoulder, down to the left elbow, left wrist, palm, thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger. Moving back up through the palm, the wrist, elbow, shoulder, back to the throat and down to the heart, down to the navel, pelvis, right hip, right knee, ankle, sole of the foot, right big toe, second toe, third, fourth, fifth toe. Back, up, past the ankle, knee, hip, across the pelvis, to the left hip, down to the left knee, ankle, sole of the foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth and fifth. Back up past the ankle, knee, hip and pelvis. Back to the navel, heart center, throat, right shoulder, the whole of the right arm, throat, left shoulder, whole of the left arm, heart center, the whole of the rib area, the navel, the whole of the torso, the pelvis, the right hip, the whole of the right leg and foot, the pelvis, the left hip, the whole of the left leg and foot, the pelvis, the navel, the chest, resting deeply with our awareness at the heart center. We dwell in the heart center as we change our focus towards the breath. Bringing your attention to the natural breath. Becoming aware that you are breathing quietly and slowly. Become conscious of your breathing and nothing else. Now become aware of the breath moving through the nostrils. The natural breath flowing through both nostrils and meeting at the top to form a triangle. Think of the breath starting separately from a distance, drawing near and uniting at the eyebrow center. Begin to feel as though you're inhaling through the left nostril, exhaling through the right nostril, inhaling through the right nostril, exhaling through the left. Left in, right out. Right in, left out. Practicing mental Nadi Shodhana, mental awareness of breathing through alternate nostrils. Continue with this alternate nostril breathing for 8 more rounds at your own pace. And if you lose count, or the mind begins to wander, or you reach 0, simply start again. And next time you exhale from the left nostril, let that be your final round. Releasing the focus of breath now. And coming to a natural breathing pattern with no particular control. Natural breath flowing in and out. Now start to imagine a large emerald green light. Notice how bright this green light is, how expansive it is. And imagine breathing in this emerald light in through your nostrils. This light travels down with the breath and settles into your heart space. It brings with it warmth, making the entire body feel warm and cozy. This emerald green light at the heart center. As you breathe, allow this light and warmth to grow. Green light at the heart center. Take a moment here to call to mind someone or multiple people whom you love. Visualize their faces. Bring their face very clearly into your mind's eye. Imagine how it would feel to give them a loving hug. Now allow love to radiate from your heart space out and to this person or to these people. Now call to mind someone or multiple people who you have a tough relationship with. Visualize their face. Bring their face very clearly into your mind's eye. Imagine how it would feel to give them a loving hug. Now allow love to radiate from your heart space out and to this person or these people. Now bring to mind yourself. Picture yourself here in this room that you're in. Visualize your face, your features. Bring your face very clearly into your mind's eye. Imagine how it would feel to receive a loving hug. Using all of this love, compassion, and openness cultivated here in this space, begin to wrap yourself up in this hug. Imagine how it would feel to receive a loving hug. Release your visualization. Release the green light, allowing the green light and the love to travel out into the world around you. Begin to remember your sankalpa, your heart's desire, your intention. Drawing your awareness back to your heart center. Repeat that same desire, that same sankalpa, with the same wording 3 times internally now, and with the same intention and attitude. It's time to make your return. Relax any efforts. Draw your mind to your surroundings. Become aware of your breathing. Become aware of your natural breath. Drawing awareness to your entire body, lying totally relaxed on the floor. Breathing quietly and slowly. Developing that awareness of your body from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. Become aware of the ground below you, the air above and around. Gradually start to move and stretch the body. There's no hurry. Take your time as you bring some gentle movements back into the body. Feeling as though you're waking up all over again. I invite you to keep the eyes closed. And in your own time, draw the knees in towards the chest and give yourself that deep, full, loving hug. Gently roll over to either side. Bring your way up to a seated position. Drawing the palms together at heart center for Namaskar Mudra. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Sigh out of the mouth. Breathing in to chant Om. Bowing the forehead towards the fingertips. Breathing in, send yourself love and gratitude. Breathing out, send love and gratitude to another being. Thank you guys for joining me.